The Chiefs signed Kareem Hunt this week. He's going to start off on the practice squad. Eventually, we're going to see if he gets added to the active roster. It's not going to be this week. We're watching these running backs, Carson Steele, Samaje Perine, even Keontae Ingram, to see what and how they get used on the field. But Kareem Hunt is this guy in the background that could rise the depth chart and get some opportunity, who has flashed with the Chiefs and the Browns before and can catch balls out of the backfield. We're going to look at his practice clips today to see whether or not he still has it. It's a very small sample, but it's from this week. You get a little look at him, and you get to see what's under the hood. Before we dig in, you got to click that subscribe button right now, because we're helping you build your fantasy teams. We're looking at these depth chart situations so you make the best decision possible for your fantasy team, or deep dive in these players and everything else. Click that button, stop missing out. But I picked up some practice clips of Kareem Hunt right here. He's 29. We'll loop this too and talk ball. But one thing to notice or to talk about here of his game is, just watch it right here. Just watch his feet. He's looking a little light on the step, looking solid. Small sample, simple drills, but you want to go off of something here. And one thing is, we still got the thickness. We're looking trim. Boom. We're light on our feet. Everything's on the up and up for a veteran running back getting signed to a new team, or a team he used to play with, or however you want to call that, if you want to correct that. But I'll definitely say he's smooth off the step, a little smoother considering what we saw with him at the Browns when we saw him there on the field. But the sample is vastly small. Also, how long can he hold that up in an NFL season? But looks like we do have a little pop in the step there. From what I'm looking at here, it's a little positive for Kareem Hunt. I will say things are looking positive for Kareem Hunt from these little tiny practice clips. I don't want to say anything one way or the other because it's such a small sample. You can make the decision for yourself. But Kareem Hunt's sitting there on the practice squad, and you're looking at whether or not to add him to your fantasy team. If I'm in a deep league and I'm looking at this, watching him move, and I was somewhat interested and he's still there, sure. If I'm in a basic, traditional redraft league, you may not have the room to do it. But let's say you did and you hate your team and you're just trying to grasp at straws. Your waivers have already ran. Everyone already picked up either Samaje Perine or Carson Steele. And you got someone to drop. Maybe he comes up next week. Maybe one of those running backs get hurt. Maybe they don't like what they get out of one of those running backs. Maybe you want him in that committee. You know he's going to catch some balls. 2022, he had some production. He had a little bit of production last year, fantasy-wise, for the Browns. He had a little run and tailed off. That's what we're seeing here. He knows the system. He could have a bounce back. I would consider this a lottery ticket. I would consider this a lottery ticket play that if you got the room for, it's a lottery ticket. You have whatever lottery ticket you want. But when you pick up a lottery ticket, you're holding them to see what happens. And if not, you're just going to cut them. And that's it. You're holding them to see what happens. And that's it. You can't make a prediction either way with a lottery ticket because you never know what's going to happen. And that's the point of a lottery ticket, because if you knew, it wouldn't be called a lottery ticket. It'd be just a guy you rostered. And we definitely know he's not a complete bum because he was productive last year to some degree with the Browns. He's in a system here where he knows everything that's going on. We got Patrick Mahomes there who can add production to anybody. This is going to be an offense that's going to be moving the ball. They're going to throw it to the running backs. He catches the ball in the backfield. He's good at all phases. He's a very dependable running back. He's got good vision. If any of those other running backs slip up, he could just come in and sweep up the dirt and be the guy. So he's a good stash option. You do not absolutely need him. You don't absolutely have to have him. but he's a good stash option for your fantasy football team. And we do not have enough sample here to go off of whether or not you absolutely need him due to those clips. But also, you got some confirmation that he's slim, trim. He's got a little pop in the step, which could lead to some upside. So, due to that, he's looking okay. He's looking okay. You can get excited about him and not feel bad about it. You can definitely do so. Let me know what you're doing with him in the comments below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. One thing for watching. Catch you on the next video.